The winds that foretell the coming of rain. Wind. A natural phenomenon created by Allah with much wisdom. Allah reveals in one verse that He has created the wind, like all the other signs of creation, in order for people to grasp and reflect on His evident existence and might. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. In the creation of the heavens and earth, and the alteration of the night and day, and the ships which sail the seas to people's benefit, and the water which Allah sends down from the sky, by which He brings the earth to life when it was dead, and scatters about in it creatures of every kind, and the varying directions of the wind, and the clouds subservient between heaven and earth, there are signs for people who use their intellect. Surat al-Baqarah, 164. How do winds form? The warming of the air and movement in large masses gives rise to various pressure centers on the earth. The pressure created by the atmosphere is not equal everywhere in the world. Air moves from high-pressure areas to low-pressure ones, like water running down a slope, and gives rise to winds. Almighty Allah describes winds as bearing good news in a number of verses. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. Among His signs is that He sends the winds bearing good news to give you a taste of His mercy, and to make the ships run by His command, and to enable you to seek His bounty, so that hopefully you will be thankful. Surat Ar-Rum, 46. Winds that determine air temperature. Offshore breezes are winds that blow from the sea and cool the air in warm seasons. Some winds are warmer than the places they originate from. The best known of these are called the Fein. These winds serve to moderate harsh climatic conditions that dominate in cool and mountainous parts of the world. Several verses of the Holy Quran describe in detail the effect of the winds on rain formation and the mechanism by which rain forms. Water droplets, the raw material of rain, are formed by the process of evaporation, are carried into the air through winds called thermal updrafts, and afterward give rise to clouds. In one verse, Almighty Allah reveals how moisture-laden clouds push the winds before them. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. It is Allah who sends the winds which raise the clouds, which we then drive to a dead land and by them bring the earth to life after it was dead. That is how the resurrection will be. Surat al-Fatir, 9. Winds are a source of energy. Global energy demands are rising 4 to 5% every year. Resources such as fossil fuels, commonly used in the production of electricity, are decreasing all the time. In addition, the use of fossil fuels severely damages the atmosphere. This encourages the search for alternative energy sources. One such alternative, wind energy, is the most advanced of renewable energy resources and the most efficient in commercial terms. Winds, of course, played a major role in the age of sailing ships. This is the reason why they are often known as trade winds. Ships still make use of the propulsive power of wind today. One verse of the Quran reveals how ships are able to sail across the sea with the help of the wind. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. It is He who conveys you on both land and sea. To that which some of you are on a boat, running before a fair wind, rejoicing at it, and then a violent squall comes upon them. And the waves come at them from every side, and they realize there is no way of escape. They call on Allah, making their religion sincerely His. If you rescue us from this, we will truly be among the thankful. Surah Yunus 22. The seeding effect of the wind. The wind also pollinates plants by carrying seeds in the clouds that carry crystals that will turn into raindrops. This feature of the wind is described as follows in a verse of the Quran. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. We send forth the pollinating winds, and send down water from the sky, and give it to you to drink. And it is not you who keeps its stores. Surat al-Hijr 22. Just like the countless other miracles on earth, the wind has been created as a great blessing for human beings. What we must do is give proper thanks to Allah for this blessing and properly appreciate His might. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. If He wills, He makes the wind stop blowing, and then they lie motionless on its back. There are certainly signs in that for everyone who is steadfast and thankful. Surat Ash-Shura 33. A call to reason. We have witnessed many miracles of creation during the course of this film. Anyone who looks carefully will see many miraculous events, from his own body to the skies. But the important thing is to have the character to grasp and understand these miracles. Because no matter how great or small a miracle may be, only believers can understand the existence and infinite might of Allah from it. What someone who sees and understands these miracles all around us must do is to give constant thanks to Allah for every blessing and pleasure. For people who are capable of using their conscience and comprehending the harmony on earth, the whole universe is full of reasons to increase one's love and fear of Allah. For that reason, people must at once turn to Allah, give thanks for all they have, and bind themselves to Him with an intense love.